Welcome back, and make sure you support the channel. Alright, so I think I left off with saying that I needed to have a think on this because it wasn't going very well. So it's turned 788. That means that there's probably like 200 turns left, which is not a lot. China is pretty advanced, not like super advanced, but I think they're getting to the point where they're going to start building the mission to Mars. So they need biological warfare, and do they need composites? I think they might need composites as well. Yeah, they need composites. But I mean, at the rate they're going, that's not looking great. I'm all the way back here, so that's not ideal. That's a lot of tech to try and make up. The plan was to build this economy and then like switch to espionage and then steal everything. But that's just not happening very fast. I've already been positive for like what it was around like turn 710 or something. So it's not going well. It's taking too long. So I did a whole bunch of calculations. I had to think on it, and I tried to look at what are the ways that I could possibly win this. So a time victory, that's never going to happen. China's going to win before then. They're going to build a rocket. And also, I mean, I'm not winning in terms of score anyways. I'd have to like kill everyone. And if I can kill everyone, then I can just win like a domination victory anyways. So I mean, it's not as simple as that, but like it's never gonna be a time victory. I'd have to like use espionage to destroy everyone's rocket. I think you can do that. I've never tried, because I never really get this far in the game. Sure, cat, just hit the microphone. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Alright, cool. Hello. Okay. Alright, bye. Conquest. That doesn't happen. You're gonna win domination before that. Domination. Trying to get that much more land. I need 30% more land. I'm not as concerned about the population. I'd probably get it by then. But 30% more land. I'd have to kill a bunch of people. And, I mean, I'm the least advanced person out here, besides the Inca. I can't even defeat, America. I mean, maybe I could with the assembly line and artillery. That'd be a little nuts. But they probably have like a massive army. Huh. I don't know. They're gonna get an assembly line pretty soon. It would be extremely expensive, and I don't think like that's just the first step. You'd have to continue destroying everyone. I don't know. It's possible, but cultural, which I actually think has some merit to it, because I have every single religion. I have Judaism, I have Christianity, I have Islam somewhere, I have Hinduism, I have Buddhism, I have Confucianism, and I have Taoism. What that means is that with organized religion, I can build missionaries everywhere. I can get enough temples to build cathedrals and everything else. And I might be able to actually generate enough culture. I think it would, I have calculations on it, so I can get it. Well, we'll do that one last because I actually think that that's pretty good. The space race, I'm not gonna beat China for the space race. That's not, because I mean that's essentially the same thing. It's not. I don't have the tech to do that. Now diplomatic is another one. The new League of Nations and the Apostolic Palace. So we have the members, right? And I have a spreadsheet. I love my spreadsheets. Where's my spreadsheet? Oh, I don't even have it open. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let's find that. There it is. Okay, so we'll open that one. And we'll open that one. And we'll open that one. And we'll open that one. Alright. Alright. So we have the spreadsheet. I have the votes that everyone has currently. And the total and what 75% of the vote would be. That's what you need to win. And then based on everyone's friends, this is who everyone is voting for currently. If Genghis Khan, if I actually had the population to be the person in both of these, which I don't. Actually, I guess it is me for the AP already. I already have the most votes in that? Okay. Well, it's me and Louis. But then I think it's Catherine and China for the other one. Wow, I didn't realize Catherine had such a small population in this. Anyways, so for the AP, I currently have 722, whereas I need 1765, and Louis has 640. In order to win, like I could feasibly get China to vote for me. And if I force them to convert and maybe spread the religion to them a bit more, they would have more votes. If I spread the religion and to all of my cities and increased my population a bit more, I would have 1,000 votes. Or you know, in theory. This would get me really close. But that's it. And then there's the issue, we go back over here, that Louis is going to get radio, and then he's going to get mass media, and then the AP will be no more. There isn't a whole lot of time before the AP goes away. So I don't think that that is a very safe route, because it's going away. It'll be no more. I can also throw this up. Fantastic. You see who votes for me, who actually is friends with me. I can get China by like liberating cities. and Catherine. That's not gonna happen. So that stinks. There's no point to doing Louis unless it's the UN. And there's no point to doing Catherine unless it's the AP. But Catherine is friendly with Louis, so it doesn't matter. Izzy might vote for me. Alexander isn't gonna vote for me. Julius would. That's pretty much it. And if you compare that to when Catherine is on for the UN, Isabel doesn't vote for me. You just get Julius Caesar and Alexander. Maybe you can get China. Because it's only +4. So maybe, I don't know how that works. I mean, if they're both friendly, it normally defaults the AI, but like, I guess if it's high enough, I saw this in a different game. If it's high enough, they'll vote for you, but I don't understand where the breakpoint is. But I mean, if I was like +9 and they're only +4, that seems pretty good. But going back here, that would also be pretty difficult to do. Like, I would have to get China to vote for me. And I'm not even at, like, I'm hardly even at half. There's just too many people not voting for me. That's too much. So I don't think that that's going to work. Plus, in order to actually be voted for, I need more population than China, which I'd have to double my population in order to do that. Or almost like triple it. Because theirs is going to continue to go up as well. So that's not going to go too well. And that's it. So cultural. I looked at some of these places for cultural. And these were my main cultural cities before. Of course, we lost Turfan. So I don't think I'm going to be able to use that. I have Old Sahara. I have Ninghasse, which already has the Hermitage. So that's kind of, I think it kind of has to be Ninghasse. There's not too much choice about that. But it has a decent amount of land that I could use. Old Sahara would lose some plots, potentially. Already has Buddha Stupa, but I don't think they'll be too hard to build or anything. If I go to caste system, New Sahara could have like almost 20 artists, which would be a lot of culture. And Tabriz is just like a great spot to just build a ton of cottages if I go 100% culture. The main difficulty is getting to 100% culture. You have to build enough of an economy outside of that, which means like farms, production, so that you can build wealth and get merchants in all the other cities. You probably have to stick with communism. I would want to go caste system, but the UN might ruin that. I don't think that the religion matters too much, except I need organized religion pretty soon to spread and get the temples. Obviously, you get free speech, universal suffrage for a little bit of time. After that, it doesn't matter too much. Representation would be ideal to try and get radio and mass media for the broadcast tower. But it wouldn't, I think that I would still be able to do it without a broadcast tower. With with universal suffrage forced. Environmentalism forced could also be possible. Free religion forced could also be possible. Emancipation would ruin New Sahara, though. That would be pretty rough. Anyways, I did some calculations. It's the wrong spreadsheet. I want this one. I did calculations with a few of these cities. Old Sahara was the one in the far east, just north of China. It's next to Genghis with the Hermitage. I don't think that that's the best one out there. I think Genghis is the best one because of the Hermitage. This is assuming I get a broadcast hour. Let's say I don't. Yeah, okay. I might be able to get some artists. These are the buildings I already have. And the culture that they produce, I guess plus the temples that I would build. It already has a great artist. It's got a monument. It's got some trade route gold. I could maybe get some more gold by building towns and whatnot. It's got some production that I could turn into culture. It's got some current culture. And I need 150,000. So that would take like 172 turns. I think it could take a while to build up everything though. So that's a little worrisome. Tabriz is the one where I think I could build towns everywhere. I could potentially do it in Samarkand as well. That's the one bordering Russia. Although, the issue with that is that it loses 2 plots to Genghis, to New Sahara. And it also has to gain the land from Russia. So that could take a little while, which isn't ideal. It does have more culture currently though. But, I mean, at the levels it's like 10 turns or so, so it's not a big deal. It's probably better to, like, optimize. So Tabriz would be difficult, just in the fact that, like, you need to get those cathedrals. You need to get the cathedrals and build all the towns and stuff. So that one's a little more rough. 214 without any kind of bonus. And New Sahara, you can get tons of artists, which generates a lot of culture. It would also have a lot of production, and a little bit of gold from like trade routes and whatnot. It's gonna be a pretty large city. So I think that one's actually like really good. The other consideration is, instead of representation, sticking with universal suffrage to try to build those cathedrals as fast as possible. Yeah, just hoping for the best. The towns might not mature quick enough. And that's the other thing is, like, you want to keep emancipation for the towns, but you also need caste system for New Sahara. So maybe I go with Samarkand instead. Maybe that would be better. And then leave New Sahara to generate wealth or something. Or just random specialists. Then I wouldn't have to do caste system. That's an idea. That's a thought. It might just make this a little more friendly, so that we don't need the caste system. Then environmentalism is really the only thing that can mess us up, and nobody ever enacts that. But there is one more option. This is something new for me. The option is in espionage. You can spread culture. Now, if I show that in one of the cities where I can actually do it, like, what was it, Turfan? Yeah, Turfan. Go to Turfan. I can spread culture. 1,279. So I can spread culture with espionage. And when you do that, it adds culture like here. So like culture 10,000 out of 15,000, right? It adds culture to the city. So if you then like win the city via like cultural revolt or something, it has that culture. If you have enough points, if you have enough espionage points, you can make your make legendary culture in a foreign city and then take it. It doesn't even matter if you attack them and take it. So, what if I did that to the Incan? Because they're the only ones that I can reliably take the cities from. Everyone else is too advanced. Although I'm like kind of on par with America, I think that they're going to start getting more advanced than me. But the Incan, they don't even have rifling. So as long as I stay on track with them, I should be able to take the cities. Then they don't have a large economy. I already generate more espionage than them. They're already at 91%. So I can make the espionage missions cost a lot less too. So that's what I was thinking. Now the issue is, if I look at something like Cusco, it doesn't currently show that I can spread culture. If I look at Beijing, I can't spread culture. I can spread culture in Turfan. That is because you have to already have cultural borders within the city. You don't have to have owned the city before, but like Sanchu, its culture reaches Turfan. Plus I've owned Turfan before. Like Kagoshima, that's one that I can easily show. I've never owned Kagoshima. But I can spread culture in Kagoshima, because Bangalore, the cultural borders reach Kagoshima. And there's no way that I can get culture to one of these cities. Unless I take one. I could take one and then lose it after I gain some culture in it. And once I lose it, I'll have some culture in the city. And then I can dump all my spies in it, and I can make it have legendary culture. When it has legendary culture, the borders will reach Cusco. So I'll have culture in Cusco, and then I can legendary culture in Cusco. And then the borders will reach Machu Picchu, and I'll be able to legendary culture in Machu Picchu. And then I just have to take the cities, and then I'll win. I've already tested it, in fact, on a different save file. So I know that it works. It's just a question of if I can get the espionage points, I think. The other bonus is that Tiwanaku is a holy city, and you can get big bonuses if you are the religion of the holy city. I could convert to Judaism, which all of the Incan cities have, but Huayna Capac is not Jewish, so I can get huge discounts on my espionage missions. And I tried to estimate it. I don't have the equation correct, but I have it pretty close. I don't understand how it calculates with the discounts. I don't understand the exact equation for how it is calculating how much a mission costs. It has the base cost, it has all these modifiers, and I can get pretty close to the answer. But I don't know exactly how it works. But if I assume that Tawanako has like 15,000 culture in it, the mission will give me 5% of the culture. So I'm going to like produce 750 culture. That's going to, it costs 3 times as much, but then you get all the modifiers. So if I'm Jewish and they're not, which I can convert to any religion I want, I can get a 15% bonus. Then, if I move my capital to this little island, if I build a city here, and then build my capital here, I can make the distance to palace really short. So I can get a 3-tile distance cost. I won't have any culture initially, but that'll go up as I gain more. If I'm at war, I'm not going to have any trade routes. Plus, I don't think I have any trade routes with them right now anyways. So that's not, I don't think I'm going to get that discount. But if I also leave the spies there, and then for 5 turns, it'll go up to a 50% discount. And then if I generate a bunch of points, which I'm already at 91%, which is a nice 9% discount, but if I generate a ton of points, I can get up to a 50% discount. And then I do all these missions. It's going to take 73, or it's going to take 51 spies, but I can do all those missions and get up to legendary culture. And it's going to cost me like 63,000 espionage points, with a success rate of like 70% for each spy. So I'll need like 70 spies to get the 50 missions successful. And then do that in all 3 cities, but the other 2 will have the founder religion discount as well, because I'll take Tawanako after I make it legendary, and then I'll do the espionage missions in Cusco and Machu Picchu, so that I'm the Jewish founder as well. I think that it will cost around 150,000 points. It's going to need about 250 spies, which is a lot of production to create. And I'd also need boats to ship them over there and everything. But I think it's doable. So I even went further to try to make sure that I could do it. And I tried to estimate where my economy could go. Can I generate the kind of espionage that I need? I have 82 cities right now. None of them have a security bureau. 67 of them don't have a jail. 78 of them don't have an intelligence agency. And 35 of them don't have a courthouse. I could use universal suffrage, though, and build all this stuff like I was planning on doing. In total, that would cost like 400,000 gold, which is way too much. But that would also generate almost 4,000 espionage points per turn, which is a lot. That's actually like a pretty strong economy. It's just that I can't get 400,000 gold that fast. Even I'm at like 546 per turn right now. That's 800 turns. So that's not gonna happen. But I do have at least a decent amount of production. I'm not sure if that's correct. Which will lower the cost, because each production is worth like 3 gold. When you use universal suffrage, if you don't have the Kremlin. So I could, you know, potentially, like if that's all my production and everything, and that's all we're just working towards building this stuff, that's like 2,500. which would take like 150 turns to get up to 4,000, to get up to the 400,000. Even then, you know, like, the game's over by then. That's no good. But say I dumped all this money into just building courthouses, and every single time I had enough to build a courthouse, which is 1080, I built a courthouse, and then I would get a little bit more espionage per turn, and I'd get a little bit more gold per turn, because the courthouse is going to reduce the maintenance costs and everything. Then every single turn I'd have more gold, and I'd have more espionage, and we'd see how much espionage I generate after like 100 turns. Or 200 turns. Now, I don't have enough courthouses to do all that, but I would generate, 125,000 espionage over the next 200 turns. But say I did courthouses, intelligence agencies, and jails, which I was looking at all this. Which one is the best bang for your buck? Should you build a courthouse first? Should you build a jail first? And this is the best way I figured on how to estimate it. So instead of courthouses, maybe those aren't that good. Like they take like 113 turns to pay back, right? Maybe I did the intelligence agency or the jail instead. Then my gold per turn would stay constant, but I would generate a lot more espionage points. I could generate 210,000 espionage over the next 200 turns if I did that. That's pretty good. That's more than enough. But what if I did courthouse, intelligence agency, and a jail? I would get 200,000, which it's almost the same, except that the economy is much larger at the end of it. I have a lot more gold per turn, getting a lot more buildings. So I really like that one. I think I'm going to build courthouses, intelligence agencies, and jails. And over the next 200 turns, I should be able to generate more than 150,000 espionage. I think that it's going to work. We'll see. So I think that's the plan. Now, in terms of tech, I just want to make sure that I can take the cities. If I have rifling and steel, currently I can take them, because they don't even have rifling. But if they get rifling, I should still be able to do it. If they get assembly line, things get difficult. But I'm about to get electricity. I might be able to get artillery for that from Alexander. That would be pretty good. That might, keep me in the game. With artillery, I can take down an infantry. With enough artillery, I can do it. I just have to build enough. But I could even get fission and rocketry. And then it wouldn't matter what units I have, because I could build ICBMs. I have uranium. The issue would be if the UN goes and cancels nukes. But I think that would be okay if I had artillery. But I think that is all I need. If I get electricity, I could get fission or we'll have to see if I can get artillery. I'm gonna put this on radio because I think that I can probably try for both. I think that I can probably build up my espionage economy, which is really, it's not even an economy, it's just building espionage points to generate culture on these cities. But at the same time, I can still switch to organized religion for a short period and try and get the temples and try and set everything up for a normal cultural victory. Because if someone kills Huayna Capac, I lose. Right? I don't have anything to fix that. So I might as well have a fallback plan. Especially if I think I can do it without too much effort. Radio isn't completely useless if I attack the Inca, because I might be able to build submarines, and that'll make my nukes cost a lot less, because then I could build tactical nukes. And that would be good. But it'll work my way towards mass media. We'll see. If I can get artillery, I might switch towards like fission or something. I don't know. So I think we're gonna get a golden age pretty soon. 17 or less turns. We're gonna get someone out of Old Sahara, just right here. We're going to get probably an artist, which is fine. And we are going to get a golden age to take universal suffrage. Probably keep nationhood because I'm not generating the culture right now. Emancipation because I can't deal with the anger. We'll keep state property, but we'll go to organized religion. And we will quickly use universal suffrage to get missionaries and get temples and get cathedrals. Maybe we'll just build the cathedrals. It's fine. But we need to spread that religion really fast. And then we'll start using all of our money to build courthouses and jails and intelligence agencies. And I think it'll work. I think that I'll be able to do it. So I want to move all my points onto Huayna Capac. What is the risk that someone kills her? Right? Roosevelt is not going to do it. Mansa Musa. I guess there's a chance that Mansa Musa could do it. Catherine. Doesn't look like Catherine's going to do it. Elizabeth. Probably not. She's not too aggressive. Isabella has been at war with Huayna. So that's a little risky. Louis and Cyrus are probably fine. Julius and Alexander don't tend to be too aggressive. China is a big threat, but China is pleased with them. So that should be okay. That should be okay. I think that they'll get through that. And then the risk that someone attacks me. Roosevelt is a big problem. You're not too powerful, you're not too powerful. Catherine is currently pleased, which is good. China's pleased, these guys are happy with me. Persia is another big problem. But they're a worst enemy of China. So hopefully China actually kills them. Because they have infantry. I don't think I can hold them back. Looks like they already have industrialism as well. Yeah, that would be kind of rough. They cannot build nukes yet, which is good news. Doesn't look like they even have radio. They're like around here, I guess. They've got an ecology. They can get aquaculture. So they have plastics and industrialism. They don't have rocketry or fission. Yeah, so they have tanks. I don't even have infantry. You can defend against tanks if you have like marines or something, but I mean, even then, if they just have a large army, I'm dead. So you want to make sure that They do not attack you without China going to war with you. What I can do, though, is I can give some cities away. Right? I can give a bunch of cities to China. I could get a defensive pact with China if I do that. And I have one city that I can give to Cyrus. We just gotta make sure that we continue to maintain all of our religions. But I don't think that there is too much risk with doing that. They currently aren't profitable. It makes me lose out on some of the opportunity for additional espionage. But I think it's okay. It's better than dying, I think. So I think that that's what we're going to do. Thought I had a list somewhere what I could give. It doesn't look like it's it. Ah, here it is. So, to Cyrus, I can give a land to Tambo. So I will go ahead and do that. I should also make sure that I save somewhere. Alright. So let's give Cyrus a land to Tambo. There you go. And now you're pleased with me again. Perfect. Next is I have a bunch of cities that I could give, or I have 2 cities that I could give to Isabella, but that's not necessary. I have 3 cities that I could give to Huayna Capac, and that's not necessary. I have 2 cities that I could give to Mansa Musa. That is not necessary. I don't think I even have, I don't have open borders with him. He's not a threat. Actually, he does own, like, South America, doesn't he? He's not a threat. I wouldn't worry about him. What are the cities? This one, and that was one of my Jewish cities. Okay, important to keep in mind. And Ahmedabad. This one. That city is pretty trash. This one isn't trash, but I mean, is there a reason not to? I'll at least give you Ahmedabad, because that doesn't even look like it's profitable right now. Alright, and should I go ahead and give him this? It would make him pleased. He wouldn't attack me. I don't really see that being an issue, so I'm gonna give him a bad. It's probably gonna save me money. Or somewhere. 558-209-374. Yeah. Okay. No regrets. Yeah, now he's pleased with me. That's fine. Alexander, I could give 2 cities. That doesn't look like it's necessary. Although, I gotta keep him as a friend if I want to trade. But I only need to trade for so long. And then I'm not gonna have anything to trade anymore. So that's not a big deal. Louis, I could give 1 whole city to him. I don't have anything to trade with him though, so don't care. Yeah, it's at +9, so I'm not super concerned about that. Now China, I have 5 cities that I could give to China. I've already given them, what is that, 5 cities? So I could get plus 8. It's for a total of plus 14. So I could give Utrecht, which is here. It's at pop 4 already. I could give Oxford. That's not bad. I could give Uruk, which is not bad. I could give Babylon. That's almost at pop 4. These are pretty good. I mean, 17 gold already. And Lyon. So all these cities already have pop 3. They're well on their way with their granary. But I mean, it would just ensure that China is always my friend, always willing to have a defensive pact, never willing to destroy me, possibly even giving me tech. Versus a few lousy cities that probably aren't making me any money. I mean, they will be, but not really right now. Let's see, if I lose these, do I still have the religions that I need? Judaism. Babylon and Madurai. Chaco Canyon and Herat. Looks like it. And then we have Liverpool, Lahore, Kano. Yeah, there's plenty. There is plenty. Easy. Not an issue at all. Alright. So in that case, I will go ahead and give China these cities. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just give them all. Why not? I don't see it being a problem. Give him that one. Give him that one. Give him Oxford and Uruk. It's kind of a shame that I've held on to them this long then. And Utrecht. There it is. Great, and now they are super friends with me. And now I can sign a defensive pact with them. I could sign one with Cyrus, but that is actually not going to help me very much. Because China might try to kill them. In fact, China might want me to cancel my open borders. Which I guess I have room to disagree with now. Which is great. Because I get a lot more gold if I keep my trade routes open. But we will defensive pact. Alright, perfect. And that looks pretty good. Oh, we could get corn from him? Man. That would not be bad. Oh well. Julius Caesar and Louis. Yeah, I can't do that. I don't think that's worth corn. Corn is pretty nice, but I don't think it's worth it. Alright, next. Giving the cities away. Gave a lot of cities away, actually. We make more gold per turn because of it. Are we happy keeping the ones that we have now? I think so. I like that. think more cities is better, but not too many. You know, it's fine to give them away for that like diplomatic bonus and everything, but we'll keep the ones that we don't need to give away. This, I don't think there's anything I can do for this right now. I cannot just create habit, so nothing. Unfortunately. And you're not... I don't even want open borders with you. Okay, yeah. Now... we're gonna need boats to transport the religions. It's a question of where those religions are. We've got Hinduism. I saw Islam there. I know there's Confucianism. There's some Christianity. Taoism. Which ones do I have to import? I think Hinduism and Judaism? Well, no, Hinduism is in Liverpool. Alright, so Judaism is in Liverpool. I know I saw Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Confucianism, Taoism. So Judaism is the one that I'm going to have to import. Where can I import it from? I can import it from Chaco Canyon. And where else? Madurai, I guess? It's a long way to import. Yeah. So I think we're just gonna send this guy over here to help. Alright, cool. And the last step is going to be, we're gonna change some of these workers. Like here, it doesn't seem like a bad idea to start building my towns. I think I'm gonna need my towns here. And I think I'm gonna need the culture here. Here as well, we should probably start just trying to pump the population up. So let's start taking things from other locations. Pump that population. We're currently starving, but that's okay. Kind of. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Will we? Are there any plots not being used? No. Pretty much everything is starting to be used now. What are you doing? Why are you doing it that way? Don't I want spies? Do I need to check every single city? Maybe. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Yeah, artist is fine here. New Sahara. That is acceptable. Yep, okay, very good. Tiflis also looks fine. Though your levy suggests that this should go away. Alright, do that. Alright, do that. You can take that for now. Building a mine. Do I want a mine or do I want a windmill? Windmill provides a little bit of gold. Yeah, so go windmill. Similarly, we're gonna want to start taking these spots. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Don't worry about the happiness. It'll come. It'll come. Don't do the market yet. Old Sahara is starving. There isn't too much I can do about that if I want to keep the plots the way they are. We love our national parks. Do you actually have to have a national park? No. Alright, so you can have them. And that's fine. You're not going to be the one that generates that anyways. So you do that. Do that. Yeah, we need to get the population up in certain cities. That's what the goal of this is. Well, we're gonna get emancipation kind of soon, I guess. Oof. Alright. Alright. Nine. Yikes. Yeah, you don't need 9. Go ahead and do that. Alright, I've got this now. The last bit is just going to be fixing things for levies. Which I guess you're not building? A little confused about that one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it would take like 100 turns. Alright, man. Whatever. That's right, we also have to fix what everything is producing. Alright, jail intelligence agency. Jail intelligence agency. Forced priest, which I am fine with. Jail intelligence agency, just working on the water. Kazan, jail intelligence agency. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Hoved is gonna want to take that. Alright, very good. You go ahead and just take the artist. You gotta keep these borders back. Is better for the levy. Intelligence agency, we like that. We like that very much. Reevaluate after. Yep, we also like that. Security Bureau, University. That's fine. Unless I want to build like Globe Theater. But I don't think so. Levy, jail, intelligence agency. I think we're gonna want a theater here next. That's the other issue. We don't have any other resources. We don't have copper, marble, or stone. but I think we'll live. Levy. Whoops. I guess we'll do a jail. Intelligence agency and a jail. Why are they so happy? Oh, because they get all these national parks? I guess. They already have a market? Sure. Okay. Joya Balsan looks good. Could use an aqueduct. It looks. So we'll do that. And we'll work on the security bureau. Not gonna need a bunker. Yeah, so I guess that's good. In case they don't trade this to me, I'm gonna do artillery next. That's pretty important. Yep, that's perfect. Courthouse. Don't even have a courthouse here. Okay. Darhan. Alright. Eshbalik. That seems fine. Karakoram, Aqueduct. Tell, I guess. Or a security bureau. That's what it was. Erdenet already has a lot of spies. 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. So probably push back on that. Marine. Celerig. You could take that tile. You could take that tile. And then we're good. Baltimore has this one, and then we'll move to this one. We'll take this one, and we'll take that one. All right. Carthage. That's fine. Better to have like some population, I guess. Doesn't have to be useless. Can always change it. But everyone's building the jails and the intelligence agency, so that's good. You're working on more population, so we're happy with that. Tess is fine. Except it's gonna want these things. Sanchu. Buddhist stupa. To try and survive. That's not a bad idea. Jail. Intelligence agency after that. I guess. Theater. Stupa. You already have one. You'll get there. Grocer and barracks, that's fine. Grocer and market. Just build the grocer and then you're done with growing. We need the jail and the intelligence agency. You do have a lot of gold already though, so maybe that is a good place for a market. For now. Definitely a great place for a grocer. Cherokee. Yep, I'm fine with this. That's pretty standard. It's pretty standard. Jails, intelligence agencies. What about here? That's fine. How many tiles do you have? Yeah, I don't think you need that. Just do a forge or an engineer for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd like you to have more. So I'm gonna take this and yeah, that looks better. And you're gonna take this. Excellent. It's fine. You're building a barracks. That's also fine. Is it necessary though? I don't think it's necessary. Because I'm gonna get emancipation. You don't have a lot of happiness though, in total. I'm gonna keep growing. Could build a forge, honestly. Barracks is fine. And, just get my jail and intelligence agency. Or, reverse order. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure that a granary is really necessary here. So we'll do that. We'll build it there. We'll get this stuff here. Very good. And this is fine. That's the best we're gonna do here. Alright. We've switched what we want. Cities look great. I think that that is everything for this monster turn. Got our strategy. Now we just move forward. I can talk. Onward! Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, or subscribe.